Hello, this is Professor Fineweaver, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what a titration looks like in real life here. So for a titration, we have our pH meter, and I already have it measuring the pH of, in this case, our acid of unknown concentration. The pH meter was already calibrated. And then in this burette, we're going to put base of known concentration. We know this volume precisely, we will know this volume precisely and this concentration precisely, and so we'll be able to calculate the concentration of the unknown acid. First, we need to rinse our burette to make sure that our base isn't getting contaminated, and so using a funnel, I'll pour a little bit of the base into the burette. Doesn't have to be a lot. And then I'll dump it into the sink and turn it as I dump it out to coat the inside of the burette. And I'll do that a couple of times. Then once I've got the burette rinsed, then I'll put it into my system. And now I have to fill the burette up. A lot of students like to fill it to exactly the zero line, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you know your starting volume, you can find your volume by subtraction. So I'll put the funnel in the top, make sure that my spigot is closed so it's horizontal, and then I'll start filling up the burette with my base of known concentration. There are very fine gradations on the burette. Each line is 1/10 of a milliliter, and so you should be able to read to the 100th of a milliliter. Okay, I'll write down the pH, and this is for 0 milliliters. And then I'll turn my spigot to let in approximately 2 milliliters. And I say approximately, but again, I'll read the volume very precisely so that then I can record that into my spreadsheet. I'll record the new volume and the pH, and by subtraction I can get the volume added. Then I'll add another approximately 2 milliliters. Again, record the new volume and the new pH. And it might take a moment for the pH to settle down. And I'll keep doing this, adding about 2 milliliters at a time, as long as the pH isn't yet close to 7. Now, once you see the pH on your curve, and you'll have a look at data starting to shoot up, then you know you're getting close to the equivalence point. And then you no longer want to add 2 milliliters at a time, but maybe then you add 1 milliliter at a time, or even half a milliliter at a time, or even just a quick drop. When you're at the equivalence point, you want lots of data because the pH changes quickly. And then, of course, you'll continue running the experiment until you're beyond the equivalence point so you can have data on the basic side of the curve. That's it. I hope you enjoy your titration data and analysis.